When Jesus walked down the beach, two guys in a family business, and he said, "Hey, follow me." He says at once they left. He walks a bit further down, meets two more brothers. He said, "Hey, boys, follow me." He says at once. So immediately and at once. I'm telling you, it's time to make a decision. There's a generation around that's all calling each other out. They're all calling each other out. I see this in you, and it's usually toward the moral high ground, and I am not calling you out. I'm calling you forth. It's like walking down the beach of your life like Jesus one day. And what are you doing for your life? You may be in a family business. You may be in your last year at college. I don't know where you are. You may be bored out of your brains, or you might be reasonably satisfied. You might be married or single. But there's something inside you that needs to come out. I'm not calling you out. I'm calling you forth. Who is that inside you? There's a God with skin on inside you. And he needs to be seen by the world. People don't need more experts. They need more Christ people. They need people who are followers of Christ, who are truly themselves and truly Christ. That's who you are. So stop sitting in the coffee shop. Let's make a plan again, and let's go and do something. I am actually calling you to follow, not just me, but to follow Christ. Pay the price and do what he's asking you to do.
Here at G42, I've been able to find people who just want to see the world change for Christ. And they're not satisfied with just the average 9-to-5 jobs, and they're not scared of them either. They're able to move into wherever God's calling them to do, to bring a difference in God's love to the rest of the world, and know that they're born to be loved as well.
The mission of Jesus was that he would come as somebody who knew God loved him, because he was part of God, because he was part of that triune God. He came so that they would believe that the same love God had for him, that God had for you, and that God had for you, and that God had for you, and that God had for you. And then he sends his disciples on that exact same mission.
I've been able to realize that there's something greater that God has for us while we're still here on earth.
There's a verse in 1 Thessalonians 2:8 that says, "We are delighted to share not only the gospel with you, but our very lives as well, because you have become so dear to us." And that's truly the aroma of this community. It's not only sharing the gospel and sharing scripture, but it's also just sharing your life with people, which is so simple, and we complicate it, and it really is so simple, but it's so profound, and it's changing this community in a really beautiful way.
G42 is going to train and equip you to lead yourself and others in a kingdom way of life. Here you're going to learn to cultivate an ongoing, transformational relationship with God, one where his love is flowing through you to the world around you. You're going to experience authentic and real community, really what church was designed to look like, where you learn to love one another, and not just experience it, you're going to learn how to plant that wherever you go. And you're going to leave here with a plan to carry the mission of the kingdom, together with a network of people all over the world, to reverse oppression and make disciples who live and love like Christ on the planet.